What's up, guys? This your boy Ross Dirty coming at you. Another do-it-yourself video. I'm gonna be replacing my rear diff oil, gear oil, and I was working on swapping out my rear exhaust, my exhaust, but I said, you know what? Since I got my exhaust, it would be easier for me to go ahead and replace my rear diff gear oil. So this is a video on that, and make sure you click the like button and subscribe to my channel. And you know, it's gonna be a bunch of different content, so I hope you like it. But anyway, right now we're gonna be swapping out my gear oil, so let's get to it. All right, so before I begin, the gear oil I'm gonna be using is AC Delco Dexron LS gear oil SA 75 weight 7590 GL5, and you can see the part number there. Okay, for those who want to do their C7 Corvette, this is the gear oil for the rear diff, and this is what GM recommends. But I mean, whatever you choose to use should be fine. But this is what GM recommends. So, and as you can see, it contains the limb to slip friction modifier, so it's supposed to be pretty good for, you know, my setup. So but getting started here, as you can see, you know, once again I was working on replacing my my exhaust. I went with a boiler attack exhaust. So I figured since I got my muffler and all that out, it'd be easy for me to just go ahead and do my. I had been wanting to do it for a while, but you know, I decided to wait until I got my boiler exhaust and all that. Once I had the exhaust out, I go ahead and do my rear diff oil. So, but basically, there's two. You got your fill hole and you got your drain hole. But let me get in closer so you can see it. This would be your fill hole here. See if I can get the light in there on that. Let's see, that'll be your fill hole. Okay, your fill hole, and then you have a drain hole underneath there, right below the. Let me see if I can get it underneath so you can see it. You can see it. Let's see, but that's it right here, and that's your drain hole. So, of course, now that you can see where all the mufflers out, you know, I'm kind of cheating a little bit because I got my exhaust out. So it's easy for me to access this, but with your mufflers in, you know, you got to use some swivel head sockets and all that to get to this drain valve, and also for the fill valve, the fill hole up here. So you got to be pretty creative when the muffler's in, but when the exhaust is out, it's pretty, you know, free to access. So let me get set up here, and let's get to draining my gear oil. All right, so I got my little drain here, and I showed you before that the drain is right here, lower, right above your subframe here. Look, there you have it. I'm just using, as you can see, I don't even need a Allen, nothing like that. You can just use your extension, and it fits right in. They designed it where you don't have to use this. So, got my drain there, and just get the draining. Yeah, get my gear oil out of there. Now, according to the manual, I'm gonna need about a little bit under 3 quarts of diff. So gear oil. So and I bought 3 quarts from the dealership. Shit wasn't cheap either. Sure you can see that, but I don't know if my lighting is good or not. Not bad, doesn't look too bad. So let that drain. Let that drain and then we'll get set up to fill it back up. Never mind my feet. So anyway, that's pretty much drained, and now I bought a little pump from Harbor Freight. It cost me $7, and I'm gonna try it and see if I can use that to use it to fill it back up. So let me get that all set up here, and then I'll be right back. But as you can see, once again, there go your fill hole there. Fill hole, and then of course where it's draining at right there, I'm not sure if you can see it or not through there, but if you see right through there, right up, that's my drain hole right there. And I didn't need an Allen wrench. I just used my regular extension end. Just use a regular extension. You don't need no special tube, Allen, nothing like that. I just use my extension. Fish the GM designed it that way. So, all right, let me get my pump and all that set up, and we'll get this thing filled back up. Pretty quick video, so be right back. All right, guys, I think I'm already set up here. But real quick, as you can see, I went to Harbor Freight and bought a little, I think it was like $6. I bought a gear oil and fluid pump, and that's pretty much it. You know, you got the end that you put your fill valve in, and this goes down into your container. But this is designed for them gallon jugs, and I don't have a gallon, so I already know this not gonna fit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this neck off just enough so I can get my extension in there, and put this on the end. Let's see if I can do it with one hand. So you're gonna put this on the end of it. End of the tube there, insert that in there. And then insert that in there, and then put this down. I'm gonna cut this neck off. Cut the neck, insert that in all the way down to the bottom, and that should work just fine. So I'm gonna cut it off about right here, just enough so I can get my pump down in there and get my extension down towards the bottom, and that should work just fine. So let me get my camera set up and we go from there. All right, so I'm gonna cut this neck off about right here. I'm trying not to cut my damn hand off. And once again, this is just enough for me to get my pump in there. So try not to cut your hand. That should be good. Should be good. Get that set up. Then again, I got my extension and I got this inserted in. Pump. And all I need to do is go down to the bottom. That's all I need. That's it. Just like that. Just like that. Now I can go to work. So before I can go to work though, I need to put my plugs back in, my drain plug back in, make sure I clean that off. I've already cleaned it off camera, but as you can see, you know, it's magnetized at the end there. It's magnetized. See that? It's magnetized. I cleaned it off already, and I just need to install it back before I can go to install it back, start putting my gear oil in. So I'm not sure if you can see that hole there. Well, that's where it needs to go. So let's put that back on there. Sorry about the camera work, but it's kind of hard to do this when you got one hand, the other hand trying to hold a damn camera. So forgive me. Not sure if you can see it, but anyway, I'm putting this back in the drain plug. So and then we can start putting the gear oil back in. Sure you can see that or not. If I can get the light over there. You see that? Anyway, I don't want to waste camera time, but it's on there, shit. You want to snug that down. Got my little pump here. I'm gonna try to put this in my fill hole. Make sure you got this pretty clean. You don't want no contaminants inside of that. Dirt, make sure all that's clean. No sand or nothing like that. You don't want to contaminate your gear oil, so make sure that's clean. So let's see how this works. Pretty good. Okay, get my next one. That's one. Excuse the camera. Now the manual says a little bit under 3, but I'm gonna go ahead and put 3 in it. So that'll be 1 down. Put that in there. And go back to work. That's 2 down. Two down. probably should cut all my necks off camera, but my bad. Last one. Okay. That'll do it. That's 3. Now the manufacturer called for a little bit under 3, so I went ahead and put 3, and I don't think that little extra gonna kill it. But so see, as you can see, they're starting to leak a little bit, so that'll be a little bit under 3, like 2 point something, 2.8 something quarts. So I bought 3 quarts. So as you can see, it's starting to back out of there on me, but not that much. Take this out. There we go. Wipe off any excess. Okay, then clean off your cap here. It's magnetized as well. Clean that off. Install it back on the vehicle. Yep, that's it. Tighten it down. Torque it to spec, and you're good. And that's it. That's how you change the rear diff. Now, again, mine went so easy because I had took my exhausters out, as you can see. My exhaust is out, and so I figured I might go ahead and do mine since I got the exhaust out. It's way easier when the exhaust is out, but if you do have your exhaust in, you can still do the job with the exhaust in the vehicle. You're just gonna need a swivel head, and you should be able to get to that fill plug and the drain plug. But when you know what I'm saying, so all you need is a swivel. Outside of that, sorry I cheated, but hey, I'm working smarter, not harder. So I figured since I had my exhaust out, I might as well go ahead and do my rear diff. I've been wanting to do it for a while. My vehicle is that I drive my car, so I got around a little bit under 35,000 miles on this car. Cause I drive it, I don't leave it parked in the garage. It ain't no goddamn trailer queen and all that. This mug gets on the highway and gets at it. So that said, I'm a little bit under 35,000 miles, so I figured it's about time for me to change my rear diff. I already did I went ahead and paid the dealership to do my transmission for me. I didn't feel like being bothered with that. But my rear diff, no big deal. Exhaust out, easy. 1, 2, 3. With the exhaust in, get you a swivel head, get you a swivel, and you can do it with the exhaust in, no problem. So, appreciate everybody. Like, subscribe. Click the bell, all that. And I'm gonna bring you all kind of videos, not necessarily car videos. I do all kind of shit, from working around the house to remodeling houses, building houses, cars. I pretty much do it all. So stay tuned. Click that like button, subscribe. Appreciate y'all. One love out there.